Man, I wish it was. If people could really understand how screwed up college football is right now, that would be the one area that somebody should do a huge story on. Um, you have your seniors, and obviously when you put it in the old days, all right, you got 20 spots, these guys are leaving. There may be two or three guys that go pro early. Um, Maybe a couple guys that, transfer that are graduates. So, all right, we got 25, let's go sign them. And you go find those guys, and then you have a signing period, whenever that might fall. It was in February, then it moved to mid-December, and now it's the first week of December. And this was all pre-portal, obviously. And you'd sign your high school players, and then you'd develop the guys. And your December was about home visits to the kids that were committed and bowl prep if you were in a bowl game, and sometimes hire new coaches when guys got jobs somewhere else or if you made changes. But now you finish the year with your seniors, and you go sign who you think you need from the high schools, and you sign them in the first week of December. And you're not allowed to do home visits in December anymore. So they took that from us. And then all of a sudden, the portal opens after you sign your high school players. So let's say we sign 20 high school guys first week of December. And you thought that's what you needed. Well, you may have 5 to 25 guys decide to go pro or go in the portal. And the high school guys are pretty much gone, So whether you wanted to sign more portal guys or not, that's where you're at. And on top of that, our roster now goes from 85 to 105, but it doesn't go to 105 until May. And so you can only have 85 in December, but you're supposed to have 105 in May, but the signing date's in December. So tell me how that makes sense. That's where college football is right now. It's crazy, So it's really not like roster management. I mean, it's roster mismanagement. It's what's happening, and it's not coach's fault. It's the rules that have been levied do not make sense. And I say it all the time. Say it all the time. You wish that common sense was more common. You wish that we could get the Power Four commissioners in a room with the top 15 coaches that people think can make decisions to help college football, and just let's fix this. Let's put together a calendar that actually makes sense for recruits, for current players on rosters, and for teams, so that they can build a program that, doesn't have 4 ways to leave the program and only one way to add players, and doing it in a time where it doesn't even make sense on the calendar. So it's frustrating. It's really frustrating, for somebody that's poured 12 years into a program. You sit there and you're like, all right, how are we going to have this thing ready for next year? I mean, it's fluid. I mean, daily. When you hit that December 1 and you sign your guys on the 7th, and then that window opens on the 9th, and then we start school the first week of January. So you got to have that thing turned around really quick. And then all spring, you just continue to recruit, so that you can try to fill it all the way up to wherever you're going to fall in that 85 to 105 bucket based on your athletic director. It's different times right now, and it's going to be fun to watch, I guess, for the media and for all the recruiting pundits and everybody else. But as a coach, it's different. It's really different.